Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hey, Lucatin, good day to you. So this is probably our last stream for a while. I swear that I have no confidence in going into Canto 7 at all. Yeah, I have no confidence at all. I kinda want her right now, but I shouldn't. Just a little more and we get Otis. Just a little more. Oh boy. So let's see here. I think we finished this today. If there's some stuff next after the Canto, after the Intervallo, we can do it. And I think I'll take a break for the next week or two or so, just so I can grind a little. I have basically no EXP left. No, I only have threads, so I can uptie a few characters if needed. But I'm really concerned about my standings to go into Canto 7 as of now. Wait, 1 second. Oh, it's blunt. Get you. And you. Why red eyes? Oh yeah, I forgot. I actually forgot. I forgot. I'm just so used to picking red eyes, usually, that I basically just did the same as usual. Why did I go back? Fuck. Oh, this is okay then. I just completely forgot. So we are still doing small battles. One thing that I only now realized, only recently actually, is that a few of my characters have, even when they are uptight 3, they have no elements on defense, no scene on defense. And I watched a video on like how to do fast clears on the mirror dungeon. That you can do just to like you get the thrill gift on the mirror dungeon, the rupture one, and every single turn when the turn ends, the enemies die. I spent like my entire morning just trying to make it work, but most of my characters actually need the Pt.4 to get the defense and evasion with properties. So I thought I could do it, but I still need to Pt.4 at least 2 characters, which is not actually viable, so it happens. For that, I think I'm just gonna go the easy burn path. the usual. You just get the...
내가 어버이보다 뛰어났지.
What are you using this on? Okay, you're fine then.
흑수묘, 뒷박질 준비. 산초류 경혈 오이, 라샹글.
There's still basically no damage at all.
끝을 낼 시간이다.
75 damage for this.
다음 놈 나와.
The strongest. She has done worse. The 25 La Sangre was my peak. You cannot stop that. 25 damage for a full burst La Sangre was so funny. La Sangre here is not really... It's not working at all here. Because a few enemies have piercing resistance, and all of them have lust resistance. So even if the hard blood and the buffs are all as strong as they can be, the damage is still not going to be nearly as high as we usually see. 95 for a skill 3.
또한 용서할 테니.
이 정도로 나와 공을 맞대?
One less dude.
나가서
죄인인가?
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
30 high bloods.
라샹글.
Still no damage.
끝을
At least 100. At least 100.
가치 없군.
Easy, easy.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를
So still only battles.
그러니
So 5 stages left and we still don't even know who the Blood Fiend is. Anybody has a... So somebody has a show Otis. Should I just do 10 more? A little 10. Just a quick one. I shouldn't, right? I shouldn't. I shouldn't. No.
라만 차례
My finger is itching. Ah, shit. You kill 3 on turn 1 is okay.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
You guys the buff instantly.
자! 숨통 끊기.
Even Ryoshu is dealing basically not really much damage. 38! 38!
40.
Nobody is dealing damage. 40 damage skill. Nobody is dealing damage at all. I can see why Sinclair didn't do any damage. His SP is still pretty high. But the rest still is just stupid.
아직 죽지 마라.
감내해야 할 고통.
흑수묘 나가서 뒷박질 준비. 뒤는 내가 봐주지. 꿰뚫려라.
Yeah, just funny.
꿰뚫려라. 슛! 배인 줄도 몰랐나.
Evasion? Evasion!
너희의 무기로
Oh shit.
승리로 이끌.
Okay, no, you shouldn't. You do... Offset? Okay, shit. Double offsets? That's annoying. Skill 3, you do this, you do this.
갑니다. 가치 없군. 죽어.
As long as Yoshu always keeps up the buff, we are okay.
죽어. 그러네. 비로군.
And she can basically stack it up always. Unless you have the situation here that nobody's attacking her and she can't power counter.
흙을 마실 걸?
How many? Oh yeah, these are Neo. Prosthetic fixer. Oh, the guys from the north. They have charge.
전부 쳐주게!
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지. 그러네. 비로군. 아류 산초 경혈 60 찢겨라.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다! 피를...
One thing that I actually wanted to do was uptie for Gregor, because I didn't know his defense was really good when he's uptied 4. The guard becomes really powerful.
아류 산초 경혈
I think it heals a lot.
따뜻한 쏟아내라.
피를...
I didn't really remember the effects, but from what I've seen,
잠들어라.
when he's low health, it heals.
배인 줄도
It
몰랐나.
seemed to. Nah? Also, I was wrong. I just looked at it quite quickly, but it seemed to me when he's low health, his guard is actually stronger than his skill 1.
가치
That's really stronger because it's a defense, but it's more useful. I have to go back and actually read the text.
좋아. 생동감이 살아있는 좋은 공간이 됐군.
Prosthetic fixers. So let me see here. Because I think I saw something here. At 40 plus HP, gain 5 bleed and activate bleed up to times on self. At less than 40, gain consume up to 20 blood feast and heal the same value as HP. This is what I read. It consumes blood feast to heal, which he basically has no way to heal outside of skill 3, I guess. What is that emote? It's a dog. It's a cute dog. Yeah, it seems to be pretty useful in his low health, which he usually is. Yo, 20 HP. It's 20 only? Oh. Yeah, 20 is still something. It's like 10% HP. There's nothing to scoff at. And since his defense is actually pretty strong, and he gets a lot of defense from the Alien Heart, He, he won't really take any damage. Oh, when it's either skill 1 or defense. Defense should be actually better. Because his skill 1, not gonna lie, is it's pretty lame. Pretty useless. Ooh, Sinclair doing damage for once. So we are getting quite close to the ending, and there is nothing to speak of. No talking at all until now. They are either gonna let the all they have to tell are left for the like 2 last nodes, or there is basically nothing to speak of. Because this is the third. This is the third node that is only battles. I'm waiting for the yapping to start. 80 damage.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
Okay, we can hold back a little. Like this. This is just stupid. His struggle values on his skill 1 is just so bad. His splash values. It's either skill 1 or do something else. I think something else is the best choice. Ryoshu has 2 buffs still. Can also... Yeah, the eagles don't help at all. Skill 2, skill 3. Try to AoE. And whatever happens. Ooh, 200 damage. When she wants, she can deal a lot of damage.
목이 피었잖아.
Oh, so the guy survived with 4 HP. Oh, there's more. I knew there would be more. Okay, any... Oh boy. 200. Okay, let's do this. It's actually my first time using Mirkala by my own hands. I've never actually used this eagle by myself. Was usually it corroded for some reason. At minus 45 SP, she cast it by herself. 30, 40, 70, 127, 160, 70, 76. It's not even the Pt. 3. No, it is not. When she cast it by herself on the battle against What's the maid called again? Nelly.
꿀을 건드렸겠다.
When she cast by herself against Nelly, she dealt actually more damage than this. And Nelly is a single target. But I think he actually killed half my party doing that.
가족을 위해 나가서 싸워.
But also that cast, that Mikala she cast on that battle was actually the reason I won the battle. But I still don't really understand how
가치 없고
or when did she make my entire team SP go down to -45. I still have no idea how that happened. Okay, finally, let's see what happens. Something caught my attention from the corner of my eye after another round of brutal combat. Huh? What's this now? Oh wait, a T-Corp box? We were on the final car adjacent to the freight car when we discovered that odd box with the T-Corp logo on it. Ah, it is the emblem of T-Corp. It appears that the wall covering it was, in the fierceness of a battle, broken. Didn't that chief executive guy, Hubert, right? Didn't he offhandedly mention something about partnering with other wings? I guess they were in cahoots with W Corp too. Such collaborations are not limited to T Corp. It is often the case that a wing may work with another. It is only on rare occasions that they urgently requested the assistance of less significant, lesser-known corporations such as our own Limbus company. Their choice appears to be quite irregular. Sounds like W Corp's heydays are long behind them. Just like this wall that's falling apart, revealing what's behind. Oh, speaking of falling apart, this room sure has got messed up, huh? It was difficult for me to ignore how Rhodia hurriedly swerved to a different subject, as though she'd made a mistake. Even the tone of her voice shifted like she was catching herself. The various destroyed prosthetic parts covered in human remains indicate that the strange car was boarded by several prosthetic equipped fixes. I can't think about that right now. Let's deal with the task at hand first. Maybe these people are from the same office as that guy we met on the platform. Remember? He said he was warped over from T-Corp on an expedition. Look, it's almost like they are already in the same standardized set of prosthetics. Same make, same model, same everything. I believe I read articles stating that certain offices do exclusively hire fixes with prosthetics. Wait, We were walking down through the bloody train car when we suddenly heard Sinclair's voice crack as though he saw something awful. Hey, he's the one we encountered at the platform. This is the fixer who suddenly started venting at us. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, and he said something about going to T-Corp on an expedition and failing. They brought a whole train car full of fixes for this contract. I guess he wasn't exaggerating by calling it an expedition. There are over a dozen broken arms strewn about. They must have fought valiantly by replacing the broken arms with backup arms. Perchance? Quite a strategy. Makes sense. That would explain all those broken prosthetic arms and legs in this car. Executive Manager? This is likely an aftermath of a battle between the fixers and the bloodbags. There were many similar cases during the war. Those using prosthetics would simply let their bodies be destroyed in battle because they considered them to be disposable as long as their wallets would permit. That's interesting. Of course, the blatant lack of self-preservation often led them to early graves. Maybe that's true. I see. There are multiple possible interpretations depending on one's perspective. Despite the fact that there is but a single scene, I will remember both of your inputs. Oh, that's a good attitude. Employees with attitude like yours often made it to the end of the war. Yes, well, good for them. Faust answers Otis in an uncharacteristically snappy manner. Signs of fatigue were creeping into her pensive expression. You alright, Faust? It was rare to see any actual expression from her. I was starting to get worried. I am physically unharmed yet. Yes, I am alright. However, I do not enjoy this circumstance which we find ourselves in. It is as though I am casting nets to nowhere while lost and isolated in a blind sea. I could usually complete these deductions within moments of establishing a few basic cross-references between the accessible information. Her voice was such a whisper for the second part of her sentence that even I could barely hear what she was saying. Ah, I know what you mean. Feeling like you are completely lost, obsessively casting net after net over the black, rippleless lake in desperate hopes that one of them might pull in something we could eat. No way to tell where we are, no way to tell if there's anything to eat under that glassy water surface. Grasping at the straws, you know. The sense I find mired in is not unlike your own. It is like lying my back over an unseen grave, for the reflection of radiance upon my eyes and the sanguine scent hanging from the tip of my olfactory tells me not of the forging path. How poetic can you be? How poetic can you be? It seemed that Ishmael and Isang picked up on the first part of her sentence, however. They walked up to her and shared a few words of consolation. By the way, I don't ever recall you talking like that, Faust. So they finally noticed she's saying I a lot. She's actually just expressing some emotion. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's something different about you today. Somehow. That is... Oh, I mean, I don't hate it. I'm actually glad to learn that you have a softer side. This unseen side of yours. It is unfamiliar, yet quite fresh. Is that so? Faust's reply was curt. She closed her eyes. As per the information provided by the pamphlet and at the platform, it is unlikely that this train is composed of 12 passenger cars and 1 freight car. Because we are on the 11th car at the moment, that leaves a single car between us and the freight car, in which the Mephistopheles is secured. Which means that there is a high likelihood that we will soon encounter the Blood Fiend responsible for the creation of the blood bags aboard this train. Just beyond that door. Well, how impressive could it be if its fathers are this weak? We practically smashed through the entire horde, no problem. Different, more accurate interpretation would be to say that a being capable of commanding a force as large as the blood bags we have defeated should be considered a high-risk entity. Although this is not a common knowledge, there is a subcategory of fixes called the Blood Fiend Hunters, who specialize in, yes, hunting blood fiends. Assuming that information is true, it can be inferred that blood fiends are difficult foes that require certain expertise to defeat. Now that I'm thinking about it, if blood bags are like mindless thralls to blood fiends, then they're kind of like the private army, right? A being of power who can create a force of their own without concern of lowered morale or desertion. Wartime or not, they will always make for formidable foes. The sinners each exchange various opinions with one another, possible strategies, estimation of the blood fiend's strength. And all of a sudden, play on this indecisive idleness. Our quest is to defeat the villain who hath brought such pain and misery upon this train, is it not? Maybe vaporizing the lifeblood of the innocent as we speak. Mighty or feeble, I care not. I swear upon my honor that I shall smite this foe and let my hand of justice be the judge of their fate. Let us hasten now. Don Quixote's sudden outburst immediately put a stop to the chatter. She's not wrong. Besides, we have to deal with the Blood Fiend to complete our contract. With that, I opened the door leading to the final car of this train. Okay. Am I going to have issues here again? Last time as well, I wasn't really expecting the boss to be that hard.
좋은 공간이 됐군. 다음 먹잇감도 이런 식이었으면 좋겠어.
We still have 3 nodes. And this one is level 45. What? A module. Okay, this is strange. No weaknesses. So, Rhodia is back on play. Rhodia is back on play.
원하신다. 드디어 내 차례냐?
잘 됐네.
This room. What is with that look on thy faces? Okay. Thou standest in the audience of the prince. Where are thy obsequious smiles? He must be the blood fiend who caused all this outbreak. He is our target. Fall to thy knees and grovel before royalty. What the hell are you to make those demands? I shall impart this upon thy only one, so listen well. Thou mayest address me as Prince Cassati, the sixth kindreds, or the kindreds of the 6th generation, the rightful prince in refuge from his family. So he's the 6th. I know Gregor is a 3rd. I have never looked into the keywords of Dawn and Rhodia. I don't know the numbers. It should be 1 and 2. Or 2nd both. Dawn and Rhodia 2nd, yeah. I wouldn't assume Dawn to be 1. First. Thou the villain who hath brought such destruction and massacre upon this vessel. Thou art a chatty one, so rudely before your prince. Yet I am feeling generous, for I am quite sated at the moment. Thou must have seen on thy journey here places a hall of banquet or a feast most majestic. No matter how many blood bags I create, no matter how much I devour them, the humans just won't stop coming. I only enjoy what was cast into my maw. He dons a mask for the purpose of merrymaking. If we're really going to exchange pleasantries, why don't you take that mask off? Or are you unfamiliar with the basic etiquette? Oh, this mask won't come off. Can take it off. Shouldn't take it off. There's no prince without a mask. He wears a quite a pompous mask. He reminds me of Hindley. He actually reminds me of Hindley a lot. So ugly behind the mask, so we all decided to hide. How repulsive we've become. But once I've drunk your blood full, then it will all go back to how it used to be. Only then can I unmask myself. Oh, stitch that mask to your face skin. I have the half bad job. Of course, it's excellent, haha. Because this mask was crafted by none other than the great and the eminent barber. The barber, I know who it is. Whose name I dared not even speak, but it hurts so much. No, I'm smiling. Look how hard I'm smiling and laughing. Ha 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 ha. Yes, I am the prince. That's what I am. Is a bloody low in it? Alright, done with the giggles then. Get ready for the beating of your life. Hey, enjoy things like you and your friends. Don't cry, bawling and bowing, and sniveling on the ground for your lives. Lunge at me instead, The aggression, the boiling blood. Oh, how I love the fire. It's He's quite crazy, huh? What are you, daft? Look around, there are 13 of us and only one of you. Do not let your guard down, Heathcliff. This entity has managed to turn countless passengers of this train into his blood bags. I ain't letting my guard down, but we blasted through so many blood bags we couldn't even keep count, didn't we? We didn't even keep count? Oh no, but the count is so important. I have to keep count of our visitors. Oh yes, of course. I do remember to keep count of our dearest visitors. Yes sir, I do. You have no idea how powerful I am, and I shall not relinquish my throne to thee from this budding kingdom. All I have to do is sit here and do nothing, and the blood bags present themselves before me. There's no paradise like this out there. You have no idea what I did to create this place. Oh, how elated for my forebear kindreds would be should they be here to witness what I have created. This cornucopia of abundance, this pleasure, oh, this freedom. But this kingdom is mine. I made it. I'm not giving it away. Nope. This is rather curious. It appears that this blood fiend leaves this car only on rare occasions. Even weak as 6 kindred is dangerous with unlimited access to blood. Yeah, this guy seems to be the Reddits of the blood fiends. It seems to be the lowest of the line, the weakest, and he's still beating high grade fixes left and right. Yet we have seen signs of his insidious influence throughout every car we have visited so far. Then what he meant by how the blood bags present themselves before him has to be... Hold on a minute. Yeah. A figure suddenly and frantically charged into this car. Was Sasha, the fixer we ran into one of the early cars. Weakest in blood fiends hierarchy and our blood bags, and the lowest kindred seen was like 11. Oh, so he's like in the middle. And 11th should be just above the blood bags themselves. Sure. So the blood fiends up to 11, we are probably going to see them on the next Canto. We are going to fight the actual the actual hierarchy. The Seti shrinks into his throne at the sudden burst, terror apparent in his face. Ah, it is thee! By thee, hast thou truly journeyed here to assist us in our quest? Lo, that villain is the blood fiend responsible for the tragedies that have transpired aboard this train. Help us slay that cur and eventually lead the passengers thou hast protected thus far out of this train. Blood fiends. What if there was more than a single blood fiend on board, one still capable of rational thought? Damn, you actually made all the way back here? I guess the wings don't give out contracts to just anyone. I used to fight to my damnness too. Well, I was the last one standing. What's she talking about? But where did that leave me? In the end, I stood alone with nothing but a single one of these 4 arms left. Kinda funny how the perspective on life can just completely flip when you're really in the shit. I think my last thoughts were, man, I don't wanna die. Oh, she... So I fell on my knees and pleaded. I told him that... Don Quixote, watch out! I'd do anything to live. Blood rapidly crystallized around Sasha like a suit of armor as she swung her greatsword at the sinners, striking them even before Faust finished her sentence. What? What did I say? I commanded you to give me a warning before jumping in like that? Don't you know how loud your stupid arms are? I thought the family had come for me. Oh, she's one of them. I'm sorry, Lord Cassetti. Ah, allow me to introduce my kindred to thee. to be the first of many since my escape. For the kingdom I intend to build. My kindred, my loyal squire, who shall be at my side as I build my dynasty of my own, my family. Lord Cassetti, I had intended to select the more powerful of the bunch to send to this car, as you have commanded me, but the humans in my car were all weaklings, so I present before you this group from the first-class car. Kindred. Are you even aware of the exact nature of a kindred? Nah, but I can tell you this. When I accepted my lord's blood into my veins, it was as though I was reborn. See, a blood fiend's kindred is like a sub-entity of the blood fiend, similar in concept to sub-entities created by distortion or abnormalities. It must have been desperation that drove you to accept that proposition without hesitation, despite the lack of relevant information. Maybe that's probably what was going through my head before I became a kindred. Thou hast been in cahoots with this villain all the time, as his lackey? Even here then, when we first laid our eyes upon thee? Lady, you have no idea how much I freaked out when one of you asked me something about red eyes. Not that I would have mattered if you suspect me though, since my red eyes is just a prosthetic. Then, the passengers who were under thy protection. Haven't I told you that the count matters? The longer the line, the better. Oh, dozens of blood bags began shambling into the room from behind Sasha. A smaller one among them stood out to me. My mind immediately snapped to the child who grabbed Don Quixote's coattails. I knew that the passenger were dead the moment we realized Sasha was a blood fiend, but this... I really hoped that I wouldn't have to face this reality. Not like this. Oh, Don is pissed. There was a child. Yeah, little Runt wanted to be a fixer if she got to grow up. Good thing she won't though. I can tell you on good authority that living as a blood bag is way better than the drudgery that is the life of a fixer. Believe me, I know. Oh, thy vile tongue. Dreaming of becoming a famous, respected fixer, an enactor of justice. It's all just stupid pipe dream that always ends in crushing disappointment or a really early grave. Silence! Silence! Don Quixote did not give Sasha time to finish her sentence. He was already charging full speed at her with her lance drawn. Oh boy. So this is why this is Don's Canto, I guess. The blood fiends. If the intervallos are anything to go by, we are dealing with. Oh, I should have used the dodge. I forgot. If the intervallos are anything to go by, we are dealing with the blood fiends on the Canto 7. And assuming how Don deals with people, innocent people being harmed and in this case transformed into kindreds, I get why it's her Canto. I'm not sure if there is anything personally related to her. But I get why she should be pissed. That's a huge move. There's no charge. No charge, but huge clash power. And she has a Bloodfiend ID, but IDs usually are not the... IDs aren't usually related to the person itself. So it can be something else. So you kill this guy. You go here and you go here.
갑니다.
But yeah, since she's the biggest ID, I assume she has a relation to someone in there. Jesus Christ. Are you telling me Rodion is a princess of a parade IRL? No, she's not. But yeah,
저런 개인줄도 모르는
but usually there is a relation.
내가 어버이보다
There's something that ties the character to the Canto. And we still don't know what it is or done as of now. And I'm kinda interested in actually learning what the relation is. So no, why is this here? Why am I not here? Please stop using the big skill.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
엎드리도록.
I mean, Sinclair's cap became what Chroma wanted in Nanocorp ID. Yeah. The possibilities are all over the place. We know that for sure.
너희의 무기
Which was something that Canto 6 made it seem to be a little strange. How they simply... One second. No clouds. You counter this. You go here. You still have no speed. You go here. One second, just 1 second. I gotta use this one here. And you gotta use this one here. Nobody's missing, right? Nobody's missing. Yeah.
나가서 싸우는
I was
봐주지.
that is quite strange on the how Canto 6 is presented, because from what they say, there was no other the possibilities for Canto 6. The story told in Canto 6. There is no Heathcliff or Kathy that actually managed to win the odds of the being a couple that worked. They all die and stuff. Somebody always dies. It's quite strange to how the mirror worlds present themselves. Hey, Madme, good day. So, tipo, like, mirror worlds are so many possibilities. We saw one world where they were happy. Yeah, the Orc King just left after. Yeah, that was funny. Oh. Go back one step. You shared both the new ideas. I'm using the new Ryoshu for the event bonus. And I still gotta buy Otis. I rolled 10 and didn't get anything, so Ryoshu is going to be sharded. So she's both charge and blade. The usual. She builds charge. She builds charge and unleashes it all on the blow skill. No, she uses HP to gain charge. And each skill, if she has charge, it becomes stronger. The usual. And if she gets attacked, she loses charge. Less than 5, she loses attack, and at +5, she gains attack. I see. 20 tickets on the event. Oh, so I'm free to use the 10 more. Just 10 more. So use skill 3 here. You dominate this. You can go here, whatever. This is favored, dominating, and unopposed. As long as we keep the charge value down, she shouldn't be any danger. I'm slowly building up my currency for the events. There aren't really many stages left. You pulled 60 times with tickets alone. I have 60 tickets, but I'm not willing to use them. Not right now. It's a little too many. Too many, no. I need so many units from the Walpurgis that I'm not really willing to use my tickets now. I was already happy enough that that Dawn came in so easily. So they should kill. I can shard Walpurgis units. Yeah, but I also can pull them. The thing is, why are you here? Oh. Is the game bugged or something? Did they think my screen was this size? That's crazy. But yeah, the reason I'm holding back so much is because what's the phrase for it? That's not a bug. Oh boy. The less I have to actually shot people, the better. 266. That's been a while since I've seen a La Sangre do that much damage. But yeah, I kind of want to pull as much as I can during the Walpurgis. And like try to get the Walpurgis units themselves as much as possible. So I can try to shard the ones I need after. The ones left in this case. And try to make it work the faster as fast as I can. Because I need a few of them. I need 5 or 6 and a few eagles. So my necessity of getting Walpurgis units is quite high. But my hurry of getting units now is just a greed. It's just greed. Getting Ryosho here is just greed. Unbelievable! My first kindred to be created without their authorization is this bumbling fool. I'm just gonna wait out this Walpurgis and save up for the crossover. You should actually. If you don't have any need for the Walpurgis units, you can just skip it. You want to build every archetype without having even one finished. For the few I want to get are actually for archetypes I already have. I need Magic Bullet for Burn, and I need Red Eyes for Bleed. For Magic Bullet, I also need the Eagle. And I think The Osho also allows me to get a few eagles that help with bleed. So it's mostly for red eyes for bleed. Not really. It's just she works with bleed and she's basically bleed anyway. And I kind of like the units. I mean lobotomy eagle red eyes. The one specific for Walpurgis and bleed. I know she has 2 red eyes units for some reason. And I still don't know why she has two red eyes units. Oh, so the red eyes is basically charge. Ah, I see. I just see bleed and just basically bleed anyway. 3? There's one more? I only saw 2. Pray for your forgiveness, my parents. Be gone from my sight. At least thou hast brought me blood bags for sustenance. Yet it must be the responsible of a parent to clean up the mess of his child. A load of shit. With that, Cassetti reached out towards the pile of blood bags on the ground, and... Oh, this is why. Oh, he gets a cool armor. Ah, oh, what abundance! I nearly forgotten this sensation. An armor of hardened blood materialized over the Bloodfiend's body. Its sheer aggression and hatred was palpable enough to make our skin crawl. It appears that he has empowered himself by reaping their blood. Though my power is yet to fully return, this magnificent armor is quite befitting of a parade for the prince who hath become a king. Wouldst thou agree? Yes, sir, yes you do. Of course you do. Challenge me now, O rebels. Challenge thy king. Oh boy. Red Eyes ID, Red Eyes closed eagle, Red Eyes open eagle. Oh no, I'm talking about the only the units. Only the IDs. I knew she had 2 IDs and a few eagles. But yeah, she has she's extractable multiple times. Oh, 5 skills and evasion. What can you do? What can you do? Flash power if I have bleed. Flash power if I have bleed. Base power. Every bleed counts. Stored blood. With 1 value every time his units lose 5% HP. Oh, he heals. Sure. Lesser than 5, gain 1 bind, fragile and offense level down. Greater value stored blood. So he the same as you the other one. He gets weaker the lowest his HP goes. I think we can just go slow first. There is only one Ryoshu Walpurgis ID. Basically, because I think 1 second, I just noticed this. Oh, I see. Damn it. Let's go back 1 second. So you go here. And y'all are free to do whatever. As long as we offset, it's okay. I know the second Red Eyes ID is 00. It's 1 double O and 1 triple O. The triple O is the one you actually want. Freezes after winning a clash. Or the usual. This time I do this. I'm gonna keep an eye on the Contempt Awe. She can do a lot of stuff if she actually manages to cast the big skill. One speed. Strangely enough, everybody's dominating. There is no double eyes, red eyes. I swear, I swear that there is a second one. Or at least I think it's called red eyes. I'm just gonna pull this up real quick. Red eyes and penitence. Oh, I saw the eagle then, and I thought it was a unit. Ah, I see why. I'm sorry. I mistook it quite badly. Yeah, sorry.
자, 테디. 나를 따라해 보는 거야. 짜잔.
Why did I think it was a unit then? Maybe I saw it on the extraction probability list. Because if there was a unit, I'm sure to know.
내가 어버이보다 뛰어났지.
I don't know where it came from then. Because I could swear I'd drop money if you doubt me. But I don't know where it came from now. There is still way too long until the so drop everything now, and next time when he actually does something, maybe there's a
숨통 끊기.
we can do a build up until the next part. Because I know that he's going to do something. It's too way too easy. It's strangely easy.
끝을 낼 시간이다.
But yeah, there are still 2 nodes, so this is probably the easy one.
피날레를 시작하자.
There goes my 27 bleed.
먹지.
Double O's is not turned down, hook off song low. And that's it. Wait, 1 second. 1 second. Double the amount healed by Heartblood Glaive, reset SP to 0. Yoshu, please. Okay, this is how it happens. So let me use this Seagull here and hope he staggers before the actual skill. Because if he's gonna heal... I shouldn't. Should I? I mean, I can. I was hoping the Yoshu would be fast enough to actually stop the casting, but she isn't. Nobody else can cast anything. I mean, it wouldn't matter. I can only hope the Eagle goes first. Yeah, let's see what happens. Ooh, it goes first. This Eagle is so cool. 30 damage. 30 damage. 60. Oh, 60, and that's not a stagger. Oh, it's a full heal. Oh, he's back. The stagger bar is here still. So now the battle begins. Was way too easy. Strangely easy. The stagger bar is still there. Sure. So who can stop? First move. So Rhodia it is. Rhodia it is. So yeah, it's basically the battle starts here. Because he was debuffed all the way through the battle. And only now he actually has the positive stored bloods. That lets him to actually have flash power. But now I missed my window for like a few moves. Okay, Mirkala is up. Mirkala is up. And we can wait a few. We can wait a few. You go here. You go here. You go here. No, you go here. You go here. You go here. And you do whatever with your skill 1, thresh skill 1. Okay, at least the clash happened and the buff is up. Ryoshu's buff has to be up every single time. See, you are strong enough for Canto 7. No, I'm not. If this is the trash, and I'm sure we're gonna see a high level. Dude, what are you doing? Why does this motherfucker have 18 bleeds? Ah, shit. You go here. You go here. Oh, you dominate this one? Sure.
전부 쳐지게!
You beat every Canto 7 boss by soloing. It's easier to solo a lot of the Canto 7 bosses.
엎드리도록.
I can only imagine.
너희의 무기로
So he's now basically out of storage blood. So his entire kit is sealed. He takes extra damage. He deals no damage. He has no clash power. And now we only wait for the window for the big moves now. Has he healed yet? Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Because he was already quite easy. And I knew he had something up his sleeve. It was too easy. Like, last Intervallo's boss was at least 2 times as hard as this one. Than this one. And this guy was too easy. It's too easy. Just too easy. It was a little strange. But this is still not the last battle, so I'm hoping we are still going to see something difficult here. There are still two nodes, I think. This was the heal. There was a huge wave. Then the fixer, Sasha, and then the boss, triple battle. If there is no more enemies, this is not the usual. I'm waiting for something else to happen. How many? 300s. It's time. It is time. It is time. Should we? He should be staggered before during the eagle.
전부 쳐지게!
There's another blood fiend waiting for me after this. I know Canto 7 should be all about the blood fiends anyway, so I'm not really. What's the word for it? She missed 2 coins at 45 SP and dealt 48 damage. 48 damage. 300 ego blood. What's the blood feast? I swear, one day this eagle is gonna do damage. Rhodia by herself dealt more damage. Grego is dealing more damage. This is just so fucking funny. She can cast it again. Now you are gonna do damage. Ooh, 241. 1 coin.
그저 하염없이 모든 피를 묻는다. 그래, 그렇게 황홀히 피어나고 피어나고.
Okay, 2 coins. 79. Fail the third. And roll the 7th. 160, 170, 179. Not bad. Yeah, for long battles, you just gained way too much ego resources. It's just so helpful that you can just spam egos by the end. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Yes, I love your boiling human blood, but this is too painful. This guy keeps regenerating no matter how many times we tear him to pieces. But this, I don't know if you can... The mental fatigue finally got to Gregor and Sinclair, who collapsed to the ground. The strange environment of war trains was proving to be a significant help to the Blood Fiend's regenerative ability. The battle continued much longer than our scuffles at the keycorp border checkpoint and our struggles against the endless hordes of the dead at the basement of the Wuthering Heights. The sinners had all grown much stronger since then, but they were reaching a breaking point. Virgilius, please help. Oh, Don. Don Quixote continues to wildly pummel the Blood Fiend with her lance, breaking, stabbing, and crushing him in every body part regenerated. I am so hungry. Ridiculous! Thy hunger is no justification for this massacre thou hast wrought. Shut up! You don't understand. You don't know how awful it is to surviving for 200 years on that disgusting, horrible... No, not even... I don't even want to think about it. Shut up, be quiet. No, I'm sorry. I'll be good. Please, please, please let me have just a sip. Just the smallest sip, please. It won't matter how many times you stab me. I shan't stop until all thy flesh and bone and organs are crushed into viscous, shapeless mush, never to become whole again. Jesus Christ, she's going crazy. A little too early to go crazy. But the Blood Fiend's regeneration was so powerful that he's recovering as fast as Don Quixote is destroying him. He's regenerating at an insane rate. We can't... my kindred, my child! I have given thee new life, invited thee to this banquet. So do thy responsibilities. The blessings of a parent must be repaid. No. What can I do? Find their weakness, break their anchor, make them kneel and grovel before me in desperation, just as you had. Silence? Wait, I think I got an idea. Sasha began looking around wildly, surprised by Cassad's sudden command. It's that the way they fight. Reminds me a lot of the way we prosthetic using fixers fight. By the way, how can she, being a full prosthetic body, be a kindred? How does it work? A machine that actually drinks... Oh yeah, she said she managed to be still... She has enough human parts to still be able to sleep and drink and eat. Let's see, so this is why she's a kindred still. She's not a full robot. Just as prosthetic fixes slowly lose their senses of preservation, their limbs becoming no more important than tools to be replaced. These idiots act with such abandon as if they have multiple lives to burn through. Surprise Pikachu face? With nothing to protect, they throw themselves wildly into battle like moths to a flame. And we'll get to look after what's really important, like this little thing. With no one or one of her remaining eyes, Sasha picked up the MasterCard key False showed her in one of the previous cars. What? Oh, she's gonna open the door. Oh boy. Don Quixote, stop her now! Oh, my parents, I offer this gift to you. Don Quixote immediately leapt at the fixer, but one of her arms struck her away with great force. Ishmael and Merceau, who had been holding Cassetti down, were no match for his strength without Don Quixote's fury. The Blood Fiend threw them both to the side and grabbed the key card. This is the key to the first-class cars, my lord. With this, grow your army of bloodbags to bring the glory to the kingdom. No. Oh, he's going to the first class, and guess who's at first class? His name begins with V. He's going straight into Virgilius' arms. Oh, he was examining the... Virgilius isn't he? Oh yeah, he has a special car. Oh boy. Oh boy. He's on a special train or a special car? I think it's a special car. But he's still on the same train. Without that keycard, we'll be trapped inside the train for thousands of years until it reaches its destination. Dante? I believe that I have tried my utmost to overcome this adversity. Without access to false knowledge and intelligence. However, with our loss of the Master Keycard, the uncertainty of this circumstance has greatly exacerbated. At the origin of this plight, Faust took a deep breath, as if she was about to take a deep dive into the source of all this trouble. Must be my over-reliance on Faust. From what I can tell, Faust has always been operating based on information she received from Faust. So a situation like this, where she was to make decisions on her own, has to be unfamiliar to her. But Faust is an admirable sinner, with or without Faust. I've been thinking the same thing about myself actually, that I might have been relying too much on that perfect Faust. But even without Faust, you still gave us good directions to follow after analyzing the information we brought you. Maybe uncertainty itself doesn't always have to be a problem for us. Remember? Thus the lack of plan itself becomes the plan. You said it yourself. I see. Indeed, among many, I am a Faust that believes in uncertainty. Oh, she believes. Oh no, what's going to happen? Our loss of the Master Key card is but one of innumerable uncertain variables in the equation. The constant is, however, that the Blood Fiend is just as desperate as we are. Thus, the only option that remains at the present is to compromise. You there, looks like thou art one of who's been regenerating our friends. Stop doing that, alright? Don't heal a single one of them. Or I'll smash your precious key to pieces. The key itself doesn't matter. The key itself doesn't really matter. Manager Squire? Compromise? To compromise with a villain as vile as that cur? I didn't have the time to regenerate Don Quixote's severed injuries just yet, and the rest of the sinners were already unconscious. The only sinner who could still move and talk normally was Faust, who I'm just rewound the clock for. Yeah, let's do that. Very well. Then, Cassetti. Why don't we move this conversation to a different location? Only I will accompany Dante to this negotiation. I will make my intentions clear now. Dante and I will not attack you there. He's going to the bus. She's going to the bus. Oh shit, if the Mephistopheles actually managed to eat a Blood Fiend, the bus is going to fly. There is no doubt in my mind that Cassetti must be completely exhausted by the unending barrage of attacks from Don Quixote and the sinners. Paul's suggestion that we move this conversation to a different place without the sinners must have been a sweet one. Just you two, huh? Yes, the freight car is immediately adjacent to this one. Is gonna get eaten by the bus. Oh shit. Yes, the freight car. Okay. Ah, that clock must be Thy Monarch then, huh? And thou art one of the retainers. Correct. Very well, this will be a royal debate then. It is only right that a royalty talks to no one else but the one who is his equal. Manager Esquire? We'll be back in a minute, Don Quixote. Thus, we left the incapacitated sinners and Don Quixote, who watched on with hollow despondent eyes as we walked away. We carefully made our way into the freight car. So, Faust, why are we doing this in the freight car again? Dante, this will be my first attempt. And a gamble. Oh shit, oh shit. What? With that, the door closed shut behind us. Oh boy. Okay, solo Faust, next battle.
고작 이 정도로 만족하려고
Oh shit, oh shit.
더 많은
Okay, no
가족들이
battle.
있기 위해
Negotiation.
피의 흐름이 멈춰선 안 돼.
Oh, I forgot to actually gamble. I forgot to actually gamble. So this passageway leads straight into the Mephistopheles. This is where it all started. This stupid bus awoke me from my slumber. If only this bus hadn't completely filled up the freight car. I wasn't planning to start the parade so soon, create a kindred here. Oh, it's still our fault. Why? Oh, it's still our fault that he's awakened. Dante? Connection has been restored. Connection. The suddenness of her statement briefly knocked me off my train of thought. I looked at her and cocked my head in confusion, and she replied with an even quieter whisper without looking away from the blood fiends. Boarding Mephistopheles has reestablished my connection to Faust. Surprised Pikachu face. Did you know this would work? No. And as I have stated before, this was pure, incalculable gamble based on my own uncertain hypothesis. This success has helped me somewhat comprehend Miss Rhodes' fascination with gambling. Oh boy. A faint smile appeared on Faust's lips for a moment before fading away. Now that the connection has been reestablished, I would like to make a complaint against the Faust in the Gesellschaft management regarding the fact that they neglected to list the information pertaining the loss of connection within the interiors of the warp trains. However, finding a solution to the situation takes precedence. I have much reason to believe that their own omission was done on purpose, but I hope this is such not the case. Faust gently advanced toward the Blood Fiend. Let us discuss the details of our compromise. What are you really to accept in return for the Master Key cards? If thou wert just anyone, I would have wished thee to turn into thee all into blood bags and drink every last drop of thy blood. But thou art unlike a common person. My wish is to maintain the secrecy of this kingdom of mine for as long as possible, and thine wish is to leave this place, right? Once I relinquish thee this key cards, and once thou returnest, why is it so hard to read this fucking guy? Returnest to your first class seats, we will live here happily ever after, like nothing happened. And when the train gets here, you get off the train. Everything goes back to the way they're supposed to be. How's that for a deal? Like nothing happened. Faust, what about the job we were contracted to do in the first place? Memories and signs of battle will be entirely erased upon our arrival. We will have no way to relay our news, whether one of success or failure. If we had the means to defeat him, then at least W Corp would inform us that our contract was successful after the fact. However, this current scenario will leave us with nothing to show for, not even the smallest hint, and the contract will end in failure. Weather, what takes precedence over the contract is you and the scene's psychological stability. It's not like we've always been successful, So that was something I could live with, but what about the other passengers of this train? And its future passengers? I remembered the look on Don Quixote's face whenever we would come across these inevitable forms of injustice. Faust does not reply. Yet, the lack of reply was a reply all on its own. Are we going to have to let them die? Innocent lives will be lost, but we cannot prioritize their lives over our safety. That must be Faust's and the company's policy. And yet, what happens? Oh shit. Oh boy, negotiations are down. Oh boy. Somebody stop her. No, 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 no. Too early, too early. I shan't allow this. Don Quixote? I thought her wounds were too severe for her to even crawl, let alone walk, but with sheer will she pushed herself through the pain to reach the freight car. We will not tolerate this. We cannot let this vile wretch live and turn a blind eye to everything he's done. It's her again. Why do you want to stay here for what is essentially an eternity within this train? I know the truth. Everything hinges on this key, doesn't it? As soon as I break this in half, you have to spend the eons inside this. I care not. I would welcome the eons, should it mean eons of penance for thee. It is much preferable to letting thy villainy go unanswered. Let this place be the site of thine eternal judgment. Faust and I grabbed Don Quixote. She'd normally be strong enough to wriggle free of our grips, but she'd already pushed herself beyond her limits merely by walking here. Faust, unhand me! Thou mustn't let him live, Manager Esquire! Don Quixote, letting me destroy that key means you'll be condemning the sinners to thousands of years of torment. Then I shall fill the millennia with the tales of legend I had... Oh boy, that's a price to pay. Then I'll fill the millennia with the tales of legend I had read in the magazines. No time, however infinite, shall be too great to overcome should we endeavor as one. Okay. That's a nightmare. That's a hell of a nightmare. Certainly, you are aware that your suggestion was no solution at all, Don Quixote. There has to be another way, no? Thou art both possessors of great wisdom, Faust, Manager Esquire. Is there truly no path in which we may bring justice to the villain and the sinners remain unharmed? The struggle begins to wane, but this was no acceptance. It was dejection. Wait, Don Quixote, no! Oh shit. In the commotion, we failed to notice that the blood fiend had been quietly advancing at us. We let Don Quixote go at the last second. But we were a second too late. Oh, my dearest parent, forgive my transgressions of creating another without thy sanction. Oh shit, no! Thou shalt become my next kindred. Cassetti screams incoherently as he leaps onto Don Quixote, piercing her neck with his fangs before we even had a chance to do anything. Oh shit! Oh, I did not expect this to be the solution. Faust? What do you mean, the solution? According to this information I had viewed in the past, and once again just now, it's... Dante? Take cover behind me and remain absolutely still. And please do know that the other sinners must never hear word of what is about to happen. Oh. Don Quixote levitates slightly into the air, the strings on her shoulders unraveling as they slip off her feet on their own. She looks on with bewilderment as her running shoe... Oh no! No, no, what's happening? What's happening? Hands? He would scream with no voice. No, Rocinante! I've always had this question swirling at the unfocused backstage of my mind. The Jordans, oh no. Why are you always so protective of those running shoes, Don Quixote? Running shoes? Ah. Dost thou speak of our dear Rocinante? Yeah, those. I have battled through thick and thin, feast and famine, with dear Rocinante, in sorrow and in joy, no matter how the brutality of trials that has struck me, it has been a loyal steed by my side for however long it has been in existence. Her Jordan is as fake as shit. Oh no. At least she doesn't speak as a the name being a brand. If I'd be, it just looks dirty. Dirty is a you're just going through the surface. From what Rhodia has told us, she hasn't even cleaned it after the whale. And the whale was the dirtiest shit you could ever imagine. She doesn't know when she got them. Ah, Manager Squire, wherefore hast thou not saluted Rocinante as well? This may be a rather auspicious occasion to do so. No, I think I'm good. Aha, be not so bashful, go on ahead. Look, Stinky, small girl is stuttering TikTok with Stinky. Stinky, they are not scuffed as they might appear. Rocinante is in pristine condition. Also, Donald shall address me as small. Evacuate. Don Quixote, don't tell me you go to sleep wearing those running... I mean, Rocinante? Oh ho, I have always been quite certain that someone so esteemed as thee, Manager Squire, would care to ask me how Rocinante fares. I didn't mention that this question was inspired by numerous eyewitness reports from other sinners who saw her wandering the halls in her pajamas and wearing Rocinante. Verily, Rocinante and I remain bound together even in slumber. There shall be no separating the two of us. We are bound not by need or nor want. We are simply bound together through plight and delight. Now that I think about it, every single identity of Don Quixote was also wearing those pair of running shoes. Rocinante. Have you ever taken them off? Take them off? Hey, whatever dost thou mean? As in, detach Rocinante from my body? 'Tis a very odd insinuation thou makest. She looks at me with puzzled eyes, as though taking those pair of running shoes off was somehow an inconceivable idea. They were something much more than just her favorite pair of running shoes. Her odd attitude of treating something so far removed from common sense as something completely ordinary. What does Rocinante mean to Don Quixote? What even is that thing? Oh boy. Overwhelmingly powerful pressure suddenly explodes, radiating in all directions. As the metallic stench of blood suffocates the boss, filling every corner of it with sickening horror. Then darkness. No, that's holy shit! Holy shit! No, that's impossible. In all-absorbing darkness, voice is your only light. Yo, you are the second kindred. How did you? I should have felt your presence. Our farming is just it's just the beginning. Also, can I bare feet pics? Holy shit. Set say that he survived 200 years, meaning Don is much older than him due to how the hierarchy works. Oh, I see. Who was the third hag? I see now. From Canto 6. Oh, I just have realized what you meant. I do think I saw a faint outline of an aura. No, these feet are... Okay, you see this. This is not flesh. This is mold. This is like a full... This is like there is an entire layer of mold over the feet now. I see a red aura in a long fur of adornment or sorts. Through the shimmering aura I think I saw red eyes. You have committed the sin of filial impiety, transgressor. Her feet is rotting, for sure it is. For sure it is. I know that voice, but I also don't. I've never heard it in such a low and imposing tone before. It speaks toward the lesser being. The blood fiend shriveled and kneeling, trembling, pathetic. Mercy, O venerated ancestor! I beg for the mercy of the second kindred. I beg for the mercy of the second kindred. I beg. Insolent worm. Ah. Oh boy. Crimson droplets of blood slowly rise around the blood fiend's mouth, before congealing and sealing his mouth shut. No language worming its way out of your mouth shall be worth my ears. No. To commit the sin of filial impiety, by attempting to travel against the bloodstream, to commit such abomination against your ancestor, I cannot well sanction your impudence of continued existence. Coagulates, then melts away. Cassetti's body began liquefying into a slick stream of blood, his form curdling and crumbling, then dripping into the ground. Rapidly, yet ponderously, like that ice cream Don Quixote loved so much, melting away onto the floor heated under the searing sun. You. Don Quixote turned to look at me, who was still on the ground after being thrown by the shockwave. And with that cryptic look of pity, she uttered something. Indeed, you must be the promised timepiece. Something I couldn't quite understand. Rocinante to me. Rocinante? I beseech you. I carefully reached out, grabbed her shoes, and slipped them onto her bare feet, one by one. One day, she gasped, stumbled, and slumped to the ground. Oh, damn, oh, fuck. Why is Canto 7 level 50? I want to play now. Oh, fuck. I need to grind so much still. I have nothing left, but I want to play. Oh, shit. Sometime later. Can somebody explain what just happened in a way that makes sense? I knew that the sinners would all be shocked and confused. I wonder which sinner will be featured next Canto. I know it's Dawn. It was either Dawn or False, but False wasn't really related to the what is happening, so it has to be done. After all, when they, including Faust and Don Quixote, all came back to life after around the clock, all that remained was the destroyed door to the freight car, and the disgusting, obliterated remains of what once was Cassetti. Only a few... During like half the Intervallo, you could have not known. But after they introduced the Blood Fiends and what the Blood Fiends do, like to innocent lives, you have to know. There is no way it's not done. They were like trying to bait us into thinking it's false, but through the loss of false connection and stuff. But now it has to be done. There is no way. Most personnel had lost their consciousness from the mental stress of the prolonged battle against the Blood Fiend. Whatever measure it was that the manager has taken, it can be said that it was appropriate. One thing that I actually have so much, my expectations are through the fucking roof, is how are they gonna make Merceau be emotionally related to his Canto. I have fucking no idea what he's about. Like, the guy has not a single emotion throughout the entire game. How is he going to be emotionally related to the events of his Canto? That is my... It has to be the most impressive shit I have ever seen in a video game. Okay, no, I don't. The surprise has to happen naturally. Not right now, not right now. It turned out that our little Gremlin was pretty much stronger than everyone here. Ryoshu was supposed to be one of the strongest. One of the stronger ones. If Dawn, full power Dawn is stronger than Ryoshu, that's a hell of a danger. What if he smiles at the end of his Canto? This is going to be my wallpaper for like 6 months. If Merceau smiles in the end of his Canto, I will let it be my wallpaper. Dawn is by far the strongest base in... I guess so. Well, good work, everyone. However, the definition of most personnel includes 3 individuals. Therefore, it would be most appropriate to direct any questions to them. Wait. Who are those 3? I can send you a picture of Merceau smiling. Is one of the one they make with that filter that they make everybody smile? That same smile everybody make get like Cristiano Ronaldo smiling. Oh, he has actually a picture of him. You have a picture of him smiling inside the game? As if it's actually inside the game, I want to see it happen naturally. The side is only the 6th kindred, but he's this strong. But Dawn is 2nd kindred. Yeah, Dawn is supposed to be impressively powerful. Faust, the manager, and Don Quixote, who is still unconscious. Because early in the story, if you can't send in chats, you can DM me in Twitch DMs. But if you want to send it in chat, I can send you a permit. You can just upload it to Imager, I don't know how you call it. Upload to this chat, this site, imgur.com, and when you get the link, you can send it. Really, the 3 of you? Wow, you are spot on. When do you even have the time to notice that? Oh boy. I have identified the 3 conscious individuals by analyzing their walking... How the fuck do you do that? By analyzing their walking cadence and voices. Movements before my loss of consciousness. You are losing consciousness. How do you analyze walking cadences and voices while also losing consciousness? Right, so what's going on with the lass? Why is she still out cold? She appears to be in a state of deep slumber. If she is not at the risk of death, she will be waking up soon. I remember everything, of course. Don Quixote's sudden transformation, how she practically erased the Bloodfiend and his kindred from the world without moving a finger. But I also remember Faust's last words. Please do note that the other sinners must never hear a word of what is about to happen. Don Quixote was unconscious, and Faust was answering every question with silence. It was only natural that their eyes would all fall on me. That's, you know... Wait, that reminds me. Where's the key card? Last I remember, it was in Cassette's hands, who is in a far more presentable state than he was in before. She's smiling. Wait, so what about the keycard he was holding though? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! It has been half liquefied. The remains have melted into with his finger bones. It appears to have become one with his middle phalanges. Oh no! Wait. Oh. Oh. Oh, everyone calm down, calm down. I said calm down. I should have packed more cigarettes, huh? How about we force one of these doors open? The master key card is not an absolutely necessary element to resolving this situation. Wow! It will require approximately 5 hours to formulate and proceed with an explanation in a manner that will allow the sinners to fully comprehend the exact how of this methodology. Therefore, it will be delivered to you in a digestible summarized format. Oh, she has become the annoying Faust again. Calm down. In a situation like this, you must remain calm and look for the nearest time machine. Well, that was short-lived. She's acting all smug again. We can utilize the back door of Mephistopheles. Oh. Okay, shh. Okay, fuck. How the fuck? Let's just see. The steely confidence in her declaration was more than enough to win us all over. So we headed to the corridor past the back door. Don Quixote slung over one of our shoulders and arrived at our destination. I can't not ask what happened after seeing the state you all are in. Sandy Pete. Grains of sand and seashell-like things fell with every step the sinners took. We went to the beach or a desert? Asks someone after me. To explicate, I can't. It can. Grain of sands roll about in my throat with every word spoken. Some time ago, oh boy. Fox explained the simpler gist of this plan as we made our way to the back door. To put it simply, we will spend the time at a space disconnected from the train. The train should be arriving at its destination in approximately 10 seconds. Going by the ACOP time scale, all we must do is to remain somewhere in our original dimension for that duration. And with that, Faust came to a sudden stop in the middle of one of the corridors. Wait, are you seriously gonna just open that door? With as many doors in here? Are you sure that is the right one? I mean, she's back on the annoying Faust, so she probably is. Yes, this is the correct door. Its safety is completely ensured. Les? At least tell us what's past that door. I did not bother verifying that particular information myself. It is necessary for future endeavors that I gain the experience of encountering something completely unexpected. Oh boy. What? Wait, what? Faust did not wait for Heathcliff to finish his sentence before jerking the door wide open. Now please enter through this door. With Faust's stern command, we quickly walked into a building that looked like a derelict, abandoned hospital of sorts. What the fuck, you went straight into a sandstorm? I think we walked into the middle of a sandstorm. Aren't you supposed to be indoors? What the heck is this even happening? I can't open my eyes. I got sand in my blood. No way, is this a sandstorm? But aren't we inside the building? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The sinners blurted out colorful series of complaints, trying to cover themselves in the blasting sandstorm. But Faust continued to count in that same indifferent rhythm, before dragging us out of there just as urgently as she had heard us in... Oh shit, how many words can you make me say? So, we managed to return safe and sound to the interiors of the warp train, as it arrived at Pt.4 platforms. As the train was still getting cleaned up, that is, and with our bodies completely covered in sand, I thought we'd never make it. Whoa, are you guys okay? How did these passengers... We were so happy to be done with this whole ordeal that even the W Corp cleanup agents in the middle of a cleanup mission looked downright hospitable. We are employees of Limbus company. We boarded the warp train at the behest of your employer. Oh, so you guys are the people that our captain told us about. He really let you guys keep your memories, huh? Oh, that reminds me. One of the employees must be sleeping inside that hibernation pod over there. Oh, that, I've never seen it in action before. Thanks, let me go check. That hidden compartment behind the chair that the cleanup agent clawed into. Inside it was... Huh? There isn't anyone here. Maybe we're looking at the wrong part? This is the correct spot. Then the disappearance of the individual who has entered this spot would indicate... I guess these folks aren't all there in the head either. Maybe you guys are just mistaken. Oh, I doubt that. Yes, we must have suffered from a momentary collective hallucination that caused by fatigue. Very well then, we will see ourselves out. That's not a stasis chamber, that's an ejection chamber. Ejectocito car. Oh boy, this is serious. There was an ejection chamber. Ejectocito. Oh, that guy's basically goo. Basically goo now. Faust cut the conversation short before the other sinners began asking us too many questions. Now that I became intimately familiar with the meaning of that gesture, I followed her to the outside without another word. Human lives in the city are expendable after all. Yeah. Have we arrived? Rise and shine, lass. Had enough nap yet? I see. I will hear the details of the incident on the bus once we're traveling again. Understood. Any and all relevant reports will be sent to W Corp via LCCA and... Virgilio was already there when we arrived. He was sharing a conversation with Faust about what went down inside the train, with a serious expression. We will now leave with Karen and watch them unfasten Mephistopheles from the train. The minute hand on the manager's head seems to be desperately signaling me that they have a lot of burning questions to ask you. Allow me to give you two some space. I was finally able to ask Faust once Virgilius left. Why did you do that? Faust's body was quite literally blasted to pieces from the sheer explosive pressure that filled the room the moment Don Quixote's shoes came off. It was as though she knew that it was going to happen, because it was the preferable course of action to having the same explosive demise occur to your body instead. I do find it regrettable that you were made to turn the clock, despite my knowledge of the high likelihood of my death upon that occurrence. No, I'm not blaming you for that. I just want to know how long you've known that Don Quixote is... That is something I have been aware of since the LCB was first established. Same could be said of Virgilius. Of course. However, it was by the will of the LCA superiors that this knowledge remains withheld from the manager until the appropriate moment. that appropriate moment was back there. According to my private judgment, yes. Well, as my connections to all communications, including one to Faust, had been severed, I was not in a position to receive the headquarters authorization for that action. Right. Though the full truth may remain obscured still, we are once again returned. Return that was a layered word. We've returned to one of the warp platforms in our own dimension. We've returned to our daily lives of speculating about what's next in our path, and the usual Faust reconnected to Faust has returned. Yes. Faust replied to Iseng's nebulous wording with a quiet affirmation. Please do not take this query with any greater import than a mere jest. However, do you suppose I shall see her again? He shot a puzzled look at Iseng. So only Iseng realized Faust was not Faust? In a way, it was quite the pleasant encounter, was it not? Iseng mused ambiguously before leaving us. Ooh. The incident at the warp train was such a chaotic mess that it felt shorter than it really was. But I also learned so much about so many things. But it was too soon to start racking our brains about what kind of nonsense trial we're about to face in P.4. So I decided to enjoy this momentary peace. Oh, do we find ourselves at P.4? Wherefore is my throat so parched? I'm too tired to explain. Chiquita, you missed out big time on one crazy adventure. 1 second. Okay. That vibrated the last few grains of sand out of my ears. The sinners look at Don Quixote's bewildered awakening, grinning. There is no way to know what we'll be facing here at this District X16, where P.4 was located, but we got this, right? Same faith I saw in the Faust who believed in the uncertainty rise within me too. I looked up to Faust, only to see that Faust was looking at me as well. She nodded at me with her usual, barely noticeable smile, and I gave her a light nod back in return. Time to go find ourselves another golden bough. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was a wild journey. We have the 4th Walpurgis. Oh, I missed one. How the fuck are you supposed to clear this within 15 turns? There were so many enemies. So. A quick 10. A quick 10. How many tickets is there? Okay, 20 tickets. I'm okay doing a quick 10 before the last mini. Rupture 2 turns, anything under 3k HP range. So after I get Merceau, Ryoshu and Otis, I can try. Let's do a quick 10. Please. I always forget I have to use the page in chat. Oh. Okay, please. Please. Okay, shit. It's not the announcer, but I think it's an eagle. I think it's an eagle.
하나, 둘. 지면이 울릴 때마다
What?
네 업을 떠올려라.
Encore? Ya sunyatatad rupam. Yeah.
파우스트 수신했습니다. 보고 요청인 곳.
Zweifaust. Voted for bleed teams. Oh, nice. And dupe for Yoshu. Shit. What does it do? Attack power down. Heal 12 SP for 4 other allies with the least SP. Oh, this is nice. Slightly unusable because it requires Gloom. Raise max HP by 15% of this identity's max HP when recovering from stagger. Then heal HP by 15% of current max HP. Oh, heals. Nice. 3 times. Oh, this is useful. The corrosion just gives it more debuffs or buffs. It's fine. It's usable. So what happens on the... What? Wait, what? I go... Wait, what the fuck is this? Do I go theater or easy? Zweifaust is defense level up. Defense level up, defense level up, defense level up, and defense level up. That's interesting. She only has defense level up. This one, I suppose it doesn't give me any event currency, so Gregor can stay out. Okay, let's see the last mini before I actually take a break from Limbus. Because my next week or two will be solely grinding the XP and stuff for the thread spins. Okay, no alarm, which is concerning. Okay. Yeah. I have to watch the theater. That was... No, don't show me. Don't stop showing me shit. Go back. Give up. Go back.
곧 감미로운 트럼펫 경보와 비명 소리가 들릴 거다.
There is an event ongoing, so you can get a lot of it just by doing MDs and story. The thing is, I'm way too scared of the story to actually go right now. So I'm just gonna do a lot of Luxcavation and Mirror Dungeons to grind a few EXP. Because if I do get stuck, I have no resources to actually go through. My units are 45, few of them, but I have basically nothing left. Okay, why do you let... I don't think... Okay, let's go in. But I think it's the same dialogue. It is the same dialogue, so no battles, just the dialogue. I just want to like grind a lot of XP, so if I do get stuck, I don't have to wait. Because if I do get stuck, the stream is over basically. I want to delay so I can actually try. If I do get stuck, I can level up and try again properly. Because if I do get stuck with no resources to do anything about it, the day is basically over. I don't really like to grind on stream because it's just the most boring thing you can ask for. But the reason I'm delaying doing Canto 7 for now is just to... And MD is just so boring. No, it's just such a boring content that I prefer to do it offline. So when you all are here to watch something, it should be something enjoyable. Unless I do leave the game running on a small window and watch something else, watch a video or something. Because it just seems to be so boring, so boring. Let's just finish this mini and see what happens. Alright, I did as you asked, Faust. I looked up toward Faust, away from the PDA in my hands, as it rattled and fixed the identity cards into its slots. Today is the 4th Walpurgis night. The location, it's the same Lobotomy Corp headquarters of the past we visited. Its point in time and the branch of possibility uncertain. Yeah, it's just P and enter, P and enter, P and enter. There's basically nothing else to do in the battles besides the few ones by the 5th stage. It's basically no issues, no difficulty at all. So doing this on stream seems to be like the most boring stuff ever. It should be fine if I was doing something else, find a few videos to react and spend like an hour or two just watching the videos and mindlessly running the mirror dungeon on the side. But I'd have to prepare something for if that actually happens. Because I don't feel it's an enjoyable content. Thank you. Please proceed with the slotted identities to suppress the imminent ordeal. You. Slotted in the Lobotomy Corp identities I pulled up during the previous Walpurgis night. That's a lie, I have none. I have fucking none. Faust probably wants to study the correlation between the Walpurgis night itself and the identities that can be pulled up during only each Walpurgis night. If you get stuck on story, I can guide you through solo with supports. Next week we can try. Well, it ain't much of my business what identity we're supposed to wear, but can't you at least bother telling us where we are? I swear, it's always you two who... Yeah, I agree. We won't know what to do if you keep the important stuff just between the two of you, right? Yeah, what he said. I was trying to find a way of avoiding sounding irritated. You've a way of mincing words, don't you? Thanks, lads. Yeah, besides up until the last stages, you can just win rate. Yeah. I did this once already. Level 40 still. You can just win rate, get a few tier 4 eagles, and it's pretty much a breeze. I only had issues on the last stage. It was only because my units were level 40 and the clashes were the level power of the enemies were a little too high for me. So a few units die, but the boss is still pretty much... if you manage to inflict a few bleed on him, he just explodes. Only Nelly is a bitch to solo due to perma stagger from binding techniques. Even Ricardo is soloable. With Ishmael, probably, because she doesn't die. But yeah, I know you can do it. I just have never done it. I'm not confident I can do it, but we can try. Solo-ish, yeah. Oh yeah, Solo Ishmael will die. Yeah, I forgot. I guess, haha. F you. I did this. I need this. Functionality upgrades? Come on, don't talk to me like I'm a machine or something. Pause cleared her throat in an attempt to clear the air and stem the conversation from going on tangents. We are at the Information Team department of the former Alcorp headquarters. Information Team. Well, do I recall that the place we had visited was called the Control Team department? Maybe they add a new department with every Walpurgis Night? The training team and their safety team, both adjacent to this department, are currently accessible, therefore your assessments are untrue. However, it is possible that there is a reason for the first place at the door connected to this, towards this location. Perhaps further analysis may yield more concrete information. Every final fight of Canto 7 was solved with every ID. Interesting. She's trying to take a more active role in learning things for herself. It seems that the events at the warp train rattle her more than I thought. She's probably concerned that a similar loss of connection to that repository of false knowledge may occur again. This place is pretty barren, huh? The more I look around, the more I just see just purple. Erking was solid with every ID. Legendary Sheath. Oh man, Heathcliff is just so bad. His skills do basically nothing. Unless he has some gimmick I'm not aware of, because mine is still level 1 and uptie 1. His skills just do nothing. Unless he's low HP, basically there is nothing you can do. You need to kill him before the coffin attack because you insta die in this solo, yeah. Yeah, I'm aware of that. That's interesting actually, how to do that. I might try to watch a few solos just to see what insanity it is. Yeah, his gimmick is having low HP. But if you go low HP, does he have a way to survive being at low HP? You can link the Shi one. Tell me when you get the link and I can give you the permits. I don't think I'll watch today, but I can keep it. We can try to do this some other day. You got that right. Can chalk that up to just being a corporate office, if you ask me. Doesn't seem like a great workplace environment at all. Good commander decorates their subordinates' living space with their morale in mind. Even if it means going against their own tastes. Whoever heads this department must be somewhat quiet and fit to lead. On uptie 4 he gains AoE on his skill 3. Don't think AoE is enough to make him usable. It just might be me being a bad player, because I just see him in the most useless units I have ever seen in this game. But I might be missing something, as usual. I bet they're not the only ones unfit to lead. Ishmael, who was rummaging through a pile of miscellaneous items, muttered from a distance as Otis mused at the ceiling. Found some employee doodles and scribbles back here. Oh, I suppose the department leads were called Sephira. They're saying something about how their Sephira is... Well, now that's some spicy profanity. We could read them. Merceau, you don't have to read the insults and profanities. Understood. In that case, I will instead peruse the document first and produce a comprehensive summary. Merceau. He's such a cool character. He's just insanely smart, insanely competent, and insanely stupid at the same time. Sometime later. By the way, I still have to redo my tier list, right? I gotta find the tier list. Because my likes and dislikes probably have changed a lot. Okay, so first of all, thanks for skipping past all the profanities, but wow, that made me feel bad. And I've got nothing to do with this place. It is not uncommon to see department leads shouting and butting heads, but the physical altercation would have been preferable to letting such bitter animosity fester like this. It was clear to us that the Sephiroth did not share a very healthy work relationship with one another. Motherfucker called it sheath instead of she. Okay, I'm gonna save it and we can watch it at some point. I'm gonna keep a few of these links to when we can we have to do like some mirror dungeon. 31 minutes. That's a long time. It's a full mirror dungeon. We can do like the you can watch the full run while doing mindless mirror dungeon at some point. Let's finish this first. Now, to mention that not many employees really put their faith in the Sephiroth. Hey, the Sephiroth they call Malkuth. We saw announcer Malkuth last time we were here. She, for some reasons, she was inside my announcer slot. And now she's a Sephiroth. She must have been the Sephiroth of the control team department where we fought the ordeal last time. Yeah, she was the one responsible, so she was our announcer for that. I can tell from the way she talks that she treats her employees like parts of a machine, driving them to their deaths, replacing them when they inevitably crumble. I guess a wing's a wing after all. The solid started at 22 minutes, basically in the video. Huh. Okay, if it's that quick, we can try to watch a few bits of it. If it was really everything was 31 minutes, I was down to watch while doing a mirror dungeon. Yeah, look, here's a conversation log with Hodge, the Sephiroth of the training team. Looks like she started off pretty rough, but managed to avoid making things hostile in the office. From the office, for the sounds of it, she really cares for her employees. Oh well, that's a whole another type of annoying though, you know? 22 minutes of setup, 2 minutes of gameplay, and the rest is the cutscene. Oh shit. That's interesting then. Then her heart would never have rested easy as long as she was here. The grievances of the employees would have reached her ears nonetheless. She may have given herself doses of painkillers she hid under the label of altruism, that she truly cared for them despite it all. It was basically a 3% RNG, taking 20 minutes to attempt. Jesus Christ. It's... No, dude, it's too much. It's too much. And this Yesod must have been, I see, the Sephiroth of the information team department here. Clearly a stickler for the rules. Viper, he was called. Perchance he had an unsavory habit of sinking his teeth into his employees? Only a figure of speech. He does seem like the irritating type, but he would have served as a decent strategist. Ah, this appears to be a meticulous record of the work schedules. According to that digital calendar, the upcoming schedule is fast approaching. There is no time to share the details regarding the ordeal. I suppose we should have checked the documents first. A heavy thump of the lights followed Otis' deep sigh. The lobby light suddenly changed. The floor began to tremble. Well, can't say I'm surprised. We knew that an ordeal was coming after all. Still, I wished we'd had some prior knowledge of our enemies at this time. Yeah, what in the name of the wings is that creature? Vermin is it? They so far yet appeareth so grand in size. Naturally, we whipped around to look at Don Quixote, who then directed our attention towards something writhing in the distance. A thing of bizarre shape, crawling and squirming. They have appeared in the safety team's corridors as well, then... There's more! Pause, anything you can tell us about them before they start rushing us? Shouted, watching with horror as the curiosity violet grub-like creature slowly spawned into the hallway from thin air. Even though she probably didn't have much to tell me about him anyway. They will not rush us. There were reports that these entities are rather slow. In fact, they're an ordeal of violet, time down. If they are indeed violet, then it is unlikely that we'll have much time to discuss this further. We must immediately engage them, starting from the safety team hallway. A similar situation is very likely imminent in the information team and training team and hallways. Huh? So, we've got to crush them like there's a timer or something? Oh, last time the same happened. That would be an apt attitude, yes. The entities will soon be manifesting in every department. If we fail to quickly clear this zone and seek and destroy them in other departments, if we don't, then we may come face to face with the kind of pandemonium we would rather not have the displeasure of experiencing. Every cliff of counter in each department will immediately drop to 0, and thus the abnormalities contained within shall be released. Oh bollocks, come on, we just got off that bloody war train. I think we'd had enough of the wing shenanigans to deal with by now. Yeah, zippity grab your weapon. I'm going in. Okay, now we can actually go back into the battle. There are 2 episodes, so the second one is probably after this one.
어떤 조직 놈들인지 면면 좀 받을까?
Okay, skip this. And now we try to... Oh, this is from Lobotomy Corp. I remember seeing this somewhere. Can we just... It seems we can. Okay, hold back a little, hold back just a little.
전부 쳐죽여!
The Alcorp and Kefalin counts. Yeah, I remember from... yeah, I watched a few minutes of Lakari playing, and I remembered a few of the elements of the UI. It's a gimmick inside the Lobotomy game, right? I assume.
전부 쳐주게!
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Yeah, I'm... So no announcer this time. Last time we've been here, the game switched my announcer without telling me. But now we are stuck with Dante as usual.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다!
Where? I lost my mouse.
야! 목이 피었잖아!
으타! 더 먹어치워라!
As long as they don't... What is this? They deal and take more damage. They don't really do much. It deals SP damage. That's why this happens. Oh boy.
가족을 위해.
Do you have Lunacy? I wanna see what would you get from a temple in a new Intervallo banner. You missed it. Let's just say you missed it. Because I already did 20 pulls and I got an eagle. And only an eagle. I got a few dupes. A lot of dupes actually. I got Zwei Faust, double O, and one of Heath's eagle. It reminds me of Encore, but I don't really remember my farm empty. I think it is that one. The usual, always. Hexnail, always useful. You got him too. Yeah, at least I got something. Because getting reds, only reds, is just so fucking sad. Yeah, it's a decent SP healing. Yeah. It's helpful when False is not on my team. False is the only character I have that actually deals heals or allows people to. No fucking way you're gonna do this. No way you doing this. You are not doing this. This guy has 2 HP. For fuck's sake, go somewhere else. Anybody. But yeah, the eagle will be helpful when I don't bring Faust around. We got Honlo, New Ryoshu, and then Ricardo announced. Oh, that's nice actually. Check under the energy bar. I didn't. I actually forgot it was there. Oh boy. In the eagle. Yeah. You actually got pretty lucky. I saw so many people do like hundreds of pulls and get basically nothing. Okay, there is something building up here. I can't click it. And I don't know what it means. It's still building up the radiation gauge here.
전부 쳐죽여!
따뜻한
Your worst one was 180 pulse. Okay, Koh Hong Lu.
꿰뚫려
Man, that's sad.
쏟아내라.
Those 50 pulse were supposed to be saved for Walpurgis. I only did 20 because the event gave me 20.
먹지. 이 정도로
Only rolled 20 because the game gave me 20. What the fuck?
이만큼은 배웠으니까 지나서
여기까지.
맡긴다.
Is this the monolith? That same monolith? Sometime later? Ooh, that's a relief. At least it wasn't indestructible. Oh no, that's a meme I don't know anything about. Oh boy, a new one. A rubber of broken stones lay about the exhausted sinner's feet. But it didn't last long. You see, it fades away to naught. Yes, while the entity took the form of a stone steel, an object commonly composed of inorganic matter, it is likely that its existence itself is perceived as a religious artifact in certain indeterminate locales. It always one-shots the entire facility when it appears for the first time. Oh, I see. Okay, that's a reference I would be happy to get. Happy to see here if I actually played Lobotomy Corp. Your first Granta's Love was an experience. Oh shit. True, that giant object did suddenly appear out of thin air before dropping right in front of us. Steel, which had once threatened the sinners with its tentacles, soon disappeared from our sight like it never existed. If Paul's hadn't pushed me into the hallway just in time, I'd have been... Dante. Wham. We would have all died forever if that thing had crushed me too. Imagine instantly losing 90% of your facility. Oh boy. We're not crushed by the steel, to be exact. The real issue was the shockwave that came after the crash. I thought I slipped away in time, but I had no idea the shockwave would be so deadly. We're going to have to find a way to deal with that shockwave somehow, or it will be too risky to continue with our Walpurgis Night expedition. I'm not saying that I'm scared of the pain that I have to go through when reviving the sinners, which really, really hurts, of course. Especially when it's 12-fold, but I'm not sure if I want to ask them to repeatedly run a mission that's guaranteed to kill them in the end. Moreover, we don't even know if whatever we find here will be worth the trouble. According to the information given, it is said that the ordeals cannot occur in immediate succession. They can't occur right after one another. What, did the giant piece of rock have nothing to do with an ordeal then? Yes, it was indeed an ordeal of Violet. However, this was the noon of Violet. It was really the noon. Ordeals of the noon are a degree higher than the ordeals of the dawn, which we already have experience with. Paul's brows were frowning at the imperceptible angle. She was sighing even as she relayed that information to us, clearly perturbed by something. I suddenly recalled what Faust speculated back at the warp train, that the Gesellschaft may have made a purposeful omission. You think this is the Gesellschaft withholding information from you again? There is no evidence to say for certain. They did not withhold the information regarding the ordeal of Noom. Thus, a more likely explanation is that this was merely a manifestation of a rare possibility. Yet, your suggestion does concern me. If it was indeed a manifestation of a rare possibility, then we must seek for clues in this Walpurgis Night that may point us to an explanation. So, should we explore further? But that's okay. I still haven't bought the Lobotomy Corporation game. Free game, nice. Hello everyone, can you hear me? A loud buzz crackle and an unfamiliar voice broke the awkward silence. We're Mandarin. Blimey, who said that? Oh, I hear Canto today. I guess I can't hear our answers anyway. Ignore what I just said. Hello, this is Hod from the training team speaking. It appears that the Sephira Hod, whose name we first learned of in the earlier documents, is the one speaking to us. So this is her voice, huh? Gotta say, this is kinda what we all expected her to sound, right? We are all investigating how and why an ordeal of noon occurred immediately after the dawn. I understand that an unfamiliar situation like this may cause a sense of alarm and anxiety, but there's nothing to worry about as long as you remember the instructions under the exception number 40AA measure, which I made sure to mention in every training session. Exception number 48A. How many exceptions did she come up with? She must be a leader with a very hands-on approach to team management. Commanders who are overprotective of their personnel often make such mistakes. Guys, I don't think it's time to share our first impressions. Motherfucker. Hey, tá bom. Let me let my dog out. He's barking inside my room. Probably the mic picked up. It was nothing. Just barking at the wind as usual. Okay, let's keep going. I think this is just about the end. Guys, I don't think it's time to share our first impressions. We don't know what measures he's talking about. At this rate, we'll get... Oh. There was a dull tweak, just as Sinclair began to air his concerns. Did I just get shot? You there at the lobby. You've been dozing enough during our drills, haven't you? Pretty sure I explained that in outlier case like this, we'll be firing physical intervention shield bullets we share with the middle layer. Okay? Okay? So why are you all acting all surprised like you've never been shot before? What? That's not how it works. Shield bullets? That bullets does kind of familiar actually. We carefully approached Sinclair to take a close look at where the projectile hit him. Oh, hey, I recognize this. This looks like this looks just like the decay ampule. Oh no, he's melting. Almost melted me into a puddle back at K-Corp. Oh, I'm getting unpleasant goosebumps just from thinking about it. We're totally badass though, is she? Jumping through right in front of Dante, taking the bullets for them and everything. Then she went ahead and hurled a bloody harpoon into a clockhead's shoulder herself only a few months later. Like a good circular narrative structure. Okay, you smartasses. It is not a K-Corp ampule. While it's true that K-Corp's technology was used to regenerate its employees, a barrier field like this fundamentally differs from the type of technology used by K-Corp. It is said that Lobotomy Corporation maintained a collaborative relationship with other wings, including K-Corp. Through the said collaborations, they obtained bullets and ampules of diverse functionalities useful for the workings of this company. It appears that this shield bullet is the result of one such partnership. Wait, and this bullet will... It is said that this bullet can partially negate physical damage, which is also known as the red damage in Lobotomy Corporation technology. This is for sure a gimmick inside the game. For sure, for sure. It will likely shield us from the shockwave created by the steel as well. We'll have a counseling session later about your lack of focus during train. For now, please try to suppress this ordeal of Gnome as soon as possible. I'll give everyone a physical intervention shield, so let's try to take care of this ordeal with a few casualties as possible. Dante, let us... Oh, right, let's get a move on and deal with the other steals as well. Indeed, it would be preferable if we returned after confirming the destruction of the steals in other areas as well. We will have to visit Lobotomy Corporation headquarters of different possibilities as well. We will make use of the Sephira and the shield as soon as we are able then. Good idea. Thanks to the unexpected support from the Sephira, we were able to explore further through the Walpurgis Nights. All those trainings were for their own good. Is that so hard to understand? It was just that I couldn't help but thinking back that Hod's last few utterances that managed to slip through the static made me wonder what really went down here at the headquarters of Lobotomy Corporation. Oh shit. Okay, I think this is it for the menu, right? This hard battle is the same thing, it's just a harder battle, right? Grant us love and the ordeal of Violet. Is there any reason for me to do this hard battle? Adds a wave 4, so same as usual. Same as usual. No real reason to do this right now. But yeah, you fight the gnome. Oh, nice. Guess we can try it if there's nothing else to do. But yeah, I think this is gonna be it for me today. Oh, wait, whoa, wait a second. Wait a second. We have a video to watch. We have a video to watch. Do this. And we do... where is my window? What if you do another tempo for real? No, no, I cannot. No, don't make me. So, 22 minutes, right? Let me grab the window here. So let's just see what happens here. Jesus Christ, is so loud. Sorry. Loud as heck. So, what happens here? Wait, he's... He's... I'm just gonna... The battle actually happens in entirety? And how the fuck can you survive all this? Wait. How does he have 58 poise? How the fuck do you get poise with a character that doesn't have poise? Uptie? So my own Heathcliff doesn't have anything to do with poise. I think it gets added at some point, right? Uptie 4 or something. Because I wouldn't think he was that bad if he actually could use poise. He's using 6 attacks by himself. How many attacks can you do by yourself? Oh, so this is why solos are possible. And you can just attack as many times as the enemy can. As long as the clashes go safely, it's this basically the same one as doing a normal battle. So let's go 22 minutes, right? Is the last section. Type 4 against poise. For skill encounter takes away his HP. What is this? What the fuck is this? What happened? How many corrosions can you do in a single turn? This is how... No. Okay. What did he do before the cutscene happened? One corrosion is guaranteed each turn. Each next one has 50% to appear. The chance for 6 dogs is 3% and you go through longer GFS to even attempt. How is one corrosion guaranteed? Oh, he forces himself to use a to lose SP. Oh, I see. He forces himself into low SP and then the corrosion is RNG. I see. I see. And this is the RNG. The eagles to actually hit the enemy. What the fuck is he looking for? Just win rates. He's aiming not to proc the shield. I know there's something weird with like how you move your cursor. You can do some weird shit, but I basically have no idea what it is. Is this like you avoid the shield to activating? A lot of advantage. I know about AoE manipulation. I don't know how to do it, but I know you can do it. But yeah, it just seems to be like a bunch of setups. 101 damage. So now he has to flip coins. $183. So this is how he kills. Every single one of these eagles are doing 183 damage. Yeah, that's just stupid. That's way too much work. Way too much work. Damn. Wild Hunt has a passive with a revive for this battle and he's strong enough to kill with his ass without eagles. I mean, that's why I didn't use him. Wild Hunt is strong as fuck, dude. It's actually pretty fucking impressive. Oh, the tanks the attack at 50% HP. Ah, come on. It is so strong. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today, boys. Thank you very much for watching as usual. Next Limbus stream will probably in a week or so. Motherfucker, you have managed. I don't know how to use my characters, dude. I don't know how to play the fucking game. The tryhards and the newbie who has barely played for a month. But yeah, next Limbus stream will probably in a week or so. I might try to finish off some other games in the meantime, while I grind up some XP and prepare for the Canto 7, because I want to do it. I really want to do it now. But yeah, I'm gonna play something else for a little while. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back here probably tomorrow, same times as usual, 5 p.m. UTC, 11 a.m. CST. As usual, thank you